Hello there. I'm Andrew Fazekas, the Night Sky Guy, your host for the Night Sky this week for the week of May 23rd, 2022. Yes, I'm here on Tuesday. If you're tuning in, usually, of course, I'm here on Mondays, but it was a national holiday in Canada where I am located. It was Victoria Day. So all my fellow Canadians, I hope you enjoyed your day off yesterday, that you did get a day off. I took it off and spent it with my family at a great time. And it's great to be here and joining you, all of you here. I'm watching all of your comments coming in from all over the world. I love seeing wherever you are watching this broadcast from. It's fantastic to see you guys everywhere. Of course, one of the big things is stay tuned to this broadcast because once again this week, I will be giving away a copy of my book, the Night Sky, the Backyard Guide to the Night Sky, I should say. That's this book. I'll be giving away a copy today, thanks to my publishers, National Geographic. And so stay tuned till the end of the broadcast where I will choose somebody who will be a lucky person getting a copy of this. Yay! I love spreading the word of stargazing and the night sky, and I'm really happy to be sharing this. So keep watching. So this week, once again, we enter the night sky. Here we have the night sky as it appears after nightfall, Tuesday, May 24th. Is what the sky is like this after dark. And one of the big stars, of course, that you can see, a couple of stars, they're kind of bowing out from the springtime because now we're heading towards summer very quickly. In less than a month, we'll be in summertime in the northern hemisphere, winter in the southern hemisphere. And the two bright stars, very contrasty in color that you probably noticed after nightfall in the southern sky, is Arcturus, is the orange one, which is about 36 light years away. And underneath it is a distinct bluish colored star called Spica. Now, both of these stars are the lead stars in their own representative constellations. Arcturus up here, is sort of like a part of an bottom of an ice cream cone or a giant kite configuration. All of these stars are visible to the naked eye, even if you're in city limits. So if you have some minor light pollution, that's okay. If you were downtown in a city, you won't see them. But if you're in a typical suburban situation, you'll be able to see these stars that I'm marking out here with my cursor. You can see that mark off. This kind of looks like a kite or a giant ice cream cone right? Here's the top of the cone, and then I should say the bottom of the cone is marked by, right there, Arcturus, 36.6 light years away, this brilliant orange giant star. And then underneath it in the southern skies is the constellation Virgo the Maiden, and it has its one bright star. The other stars are kind of faint, I would say. Not the easiest to see necessarily with the naked eye, but definitely Spica is brilliant and has this very distinctly different coloration than Arcturus. So check that out. That's in the southern part of the sky this time of the year after sunset. Also, heading up the sky is another really beautiful constellation. I like it. It's a mainstay that'll be in the summertime. And if we go to the darker time of the night here is maybe a couple hours after your local sunset. This would be for here in Montreal where I am, or in say New York or Washington, that kind of latitude, Rome, Italy, Tokyo, Japan, things like that, around 10, 11 o'clock at night. You will see this constellation, which is Hercules, the Greek mythological strongman. It's the original superhero according to ancient legends from Greece. And the way you can find it easily is the 4 stars that mark the chest of Hercules. And it makes this trapezoid configuration. These 4 stars right here that I'm marking off, they are quite easily visible even in suburban skies. And that marks the chest. It's also called the Keystone. The Keystone asterism. Remember, asterism, the word asterism, is a group of stars, a pattern that is very eye-catching, and humans have formed some kind of figure out of it. And in this case, it's a keystone configuration, and that's this Keystone asterism, which marks the chest of Hercules. And what's really interesting is there is a beautiful globular cluster right here in the line connecting one side of this beautiful keystone. Now remember, this is visible, okay, in the east. Hercules is a constellation. You look for this. Let me just get it an hour earlier, so it's kind of easier for you guys to see. There's so many stars later, but this one, you can see it's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll find it very easily thanks to the guiding of these 2 stars. So remember we were talking about Arcturus? The bottom of that giant ice cream cone, that's over here. It's going to be to the right. And then to the other side, look for this white star called Vega. Super bright, and it's rising in the northeast. Okay, after it starts getting dark, it should be easy to see. And between these 2 stars, these 2 bright stars, the orange Arcturus and Vega, lies the Keystone asterism. And that is marked right here. You can see in this animation right there is the Keystone animation. And if I turn it on, maybe I can even mark it out. There you can see it. You can see it marked out in orange. That's the Keystone configuration. Okay, Keystone, also sometimes butterfly, but really it's the Keystone. Okay, so that Keystone configuration is what you're really looking for. And with binoculars, you should be able to see along the line of this keystone, along one side, is M13. That's a giant globular cluster. And it's amazing to think it's 23,000 light years away. And this is what it looks like through a telescope. Check this out. Let me see if I can get this up there. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's M13. It's basically a city of stars. Over 500,000 stars, 500,000 stars packed into a ball configuration. The stars at the center aren't actually touching. There's probably about, a quarter of a light year distance between those stars. And from one end to the other end of what you're seeing here of this, what we call globular cluster, stretches about 100 light years across. But this is the view through a telescope. It's it'll be fainter than that because this is an actual time-lapse, time exposure photograph. But that's where you'll see it. It'll be a fainter version of that. And you can see right there through a telescope, that's what you'll see. And through binoculars, it's about like that. You should be able to see it. Let me just take the mark off. Like there, you can see that's M13. Okay, so that's something I want you guys to go and try to find. I'll put a sky chart after this on my Facebook page, Twitter, and on YouTube on the posts, so you guys can actually try and look for it. It's a lot of fun. Now, that's in the skies in the evening, but there is something happening in the morning as well with planets. Let me just turn to the sunrise skies. And if you look, this is what will greet you. Let me see, Wednesday morning. So this is basically May 25th in the morning, about at dawn, about a half hour, 45 minutes before your local sunrise. Look towards the east, and you'll find this beautiful lineup of Venus, Jupiter, a very faint Mars, and a crescent moon joining that group. It's a great party, basically a solar system party going on. And then Saturn way off upper right of them. So wherever you are around the world, this grouping will be visible. The orientation will be different depending on if you're close to the equator or if you're in the southern hemisphere. It will look slightly different. So just think about that when you're looking at this, is that they're all different worlds, all lined up before your eyes. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is Wednesday morning. By Thursday this week, the moon will be joining Venus. And look, by Friday morning, look at that. This is Friday, May 27th. It's really an absolutely gorgeous event of seeing that crescent moon and Venus pinning down the eastern sky. So don't want to miss. Get out Friday morning. And then really beautiful is, of course, Thursday, but Friday, I think, and Saturday, by Saturday, the moon will go off. But so I would say the winning day should be Friday morning. So May 27th is what I'm seeing as the best kind of, and you want to do a photo shoot, try using your smartphone. Take a great photograph with the landscape, maybe trees or a building or a statue, or maybe just a lake in front of you, some kind of beautiful view to kind of frame your photograph that you could take. Share it with me on my timeline. I'd love to see it. Please do tag me. I'd love to see your photos, and I will share it with the community. Fantastic stuff. Just you don't want to miss it. So that's that beautiful lineup. And don't forget, Jupiter and Mars are also going to be super close. So watch this. So there's Jupiter, right? And there's little tiny Mars next to it. And in the days ahead, they'll even get closer. Look, this is Saturday, May 28th, May 29th, Sunday. By Monday next week, May 30th, they'll start to move apart. But look at that. Sunday, this is Sunday morning. About, again, 45 minutes, half hour before your local sunrise. Look how close. This is the view that you'll get through binoculars. This is how close the two will appear in binoculars. And of course, if you have a telescope, you can put both of them just in a pair of view. That's kind of the view through a low power view through a small telescope. You can actually get both planets. So different. Jupiter is this massive planet over 800 million kilometers away. Mars is something like over 100 million kilometers away. And they're paired together in the sky. So that's what greets you Sunday morning. The two will be super close together. And you can start watching it right now. Earlier in the week, you can see they're farther apart. And as the days go on, by Sunday, as you see here, they'll be super close together. So lots to see in the skies, folks. Whew. A lot of things. Well, that's it. But before I go, I want to see who can win a copy of my Backyard Guide to the Night Sky. So to the 12th person who writes me back the word night sky, I will in the chat, in the comments, the 12th person, I will make sure you guys get a copy of that. How cool is that? Really cool. I hope you enjoy that book. We had a winner last week. I think Angie won, and she was saying how she's happy with the book. She already received the book. Angie, did you get the book? I think so. I thought I saw a comment here. Angie Owens just wanted to say thank you. So happy with the book. Love it. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that, Angie. And perhaps you can win. So the 12th person who says the night sky, write that in there. And after the show, I'll look through the comments and I'll contact you through Facebook or whichever YouTube or on Twitter if you're watching on Twitter. So that's it, folks. Another edition over. Thank you so much for spending some time. If you like this video, show some love by subscribing to my channel. Also sharing this video, give it a thumbs up, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Share it with your family and friends. Let's get more people going out and looking up at the stars. They're so much fun. Thanks so much for joining me. And of course, as always, I wish all of you clear skies. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.